if you've blown it like David, if you've blown it like me, then I have good news for you. You're forgiven. You are righteous in the eyes of God because of what Jesus has done for you. You are the mouthpiece of God to a broken world. You don't have to be seminary trained and be a preacher and stand up on Sunday mornings or whenever in churches and open the Bible and preach in order to be a communicator of God's amazing grace. Your weakest parts, your deepest struggles, your failures, all of that, that's the good stuff. Rather than doing everything we can to conceal it and put on a happy face, we can be honest, and that helps people, sets them free. I would highly recommend that at least once a week, if not more, just read through Psalm 51. Pray through it. If you don't understand all the words and everything, that's fine. That's okay. It's all right. Just start. Pray through it. I mean, this can serve as such a guide for you to sort of come clean before God and experience the cleansing and the refreshed mercy that you long for, the newness, the cleanness that you long for. It's such a gift to us, this psalm, such a gift. About 4 years ago, a friend of mine who has a similar story to mine, although his was not well known, we were noticing that Christian leader after Christian leader after Christian leader, seemingly so in the last 5 years, has fallen on their face. Scandals. There have been more scandals amongst Christian leaders in the last 5 to 7 years than it seems like there ever was in history. I know that's not true. We just have tools now to expose those things. They were probably always there. But we were growing, this buddy of mine and I were growing in our concern for the way the church typically handles fallen leaders. They discard of them, they put them in a corner and tell them to shut up for life. So given the fact that we were two of those leaders, we decided that we were going to write something about it together. There were some people who said, who in the world do you think of course you guys are writing this. This is very self-serving. And I thought, well, you can call it what you want, and maybe it is. It probably is to some degree. I don't know. I just know that I have something to say because I've been there. We said this: it is anti-Christian to remember people primarily by the scandalous things they've done. We love to whittle an entire life story down to a single season. And then, with the authority invested in us by the state of self-righteousness, we proclaim, this and nothing else is who you are. But the truth is, all of us are more complicated than the singular narrative by which most people identify us. All of us have done very bad things. We've done good things. And we've all done plenty of cocktails of them both. Sadly, most people remember only the bad. Thankfully, we have a God who remembers only the good. And the only good he remembers is the good that Christ has done for us, in us, through us. So if we want to reduce our life story down to one adjective, if we want to whittle our biography down to a single word, then let it be this: beloved. Beloved. We are those who are loved by God. Well, may the accuser roar of sins that I have done. I know them well, and thousands more. My God, he knoweth none. None. Our sin is cast into the sea of God's forgotten memory. It is such good news to know that even though we might live in the wake of consequences, and other people that we love may live in the wake of consequences that we did because of something we did, that our standing before God is right. That before God we are clean. At the end of the day, as unclean as we may feel at different times, we know that before God, because of Jesus, we are clean. We are righteous. We are His. We are loved forever. And that there's nothing we can do or fail to do that will ever cause God to leave us or forsake us, ever. And when you know that God loves you unconditionally, it sets you free to tell the truth about yourself, because the only person's approval we desperately need is God's, and we already have it. Let's